All right. We're glad to be back with Chamber Chats. Thank you, everybody, for watching. This is our opportunity to sit down with some of our business leaders in our community and just learn a little bit more about them as a person, as well as their business, what makes them tick. One thing I've said before, and I'll say it again, is a lot of times I get the impression people think a chamber is this organization. In some ways it is, but when you really drill down into it, a chamber is the people. It's the people that are running local businesses. It's people that are, leading nonprofits. It's people that care about their local community, and that's why we want to do this, is just to kind of show the human side of the chamber. And today we are fortunate to have Nadine Archambault with Staples right down there at the bottom of the Magnolia Bridge joining us today. And Nadine, thank you for being here today. Thank you for doing this.
Sure.
Um, if you don't mind, let's just start with a little bit about your business story. How'd you get started, and what's your story from a few years ago?
Okay, so from day one, I've always been in retail in my career. I started with Staples in 2001 in July. And as we all know, September was just around the corner of 9/11. So I just remember we didn't have any radios back then. So we were just listen. Each time an associate came in, they would tell us a little more of what happened. But retail's been my life. You were saying how the chamber is a community. That's really where Staples is going. They know the importance of community based, and though we're a big retailer, they want us really to be the business owner of our buildings and reach out to the community. So that's what we've really been striving to do. Just getting involved with the chamber is something that I really enjoy. Again, networking and developing business partners is crucial to anything. So I was with Staples until 2014. And then unfortunately, they eliminated the position I was in. But it goes to show you how much I enjoy the company. 2 years later, I came back in July again, but 2017, and I've been here managing the downtown location since then.
Nice. If you don't mind, share a little bit more about that career change. That's got to be somewhat unsettling, but it sounds like you bounced back pretty well.
I did, and let me tell you, I've been working since 16, never been out of a job, and just a hard worker. So when that happened, not under my control, right? I thought the world had ended, and I thought, what am I going to do? And I persevered. You either crawl up in a ball or you start networking. I was working with my brother, who was at the time worked with the Chamber of South Lake Union, and just started working with people to find out what my options were. And that's where I ended up going to manage the Salish Lodge. They have 2 retail spaces there. I managed those 2 retail spaces for 2 years until my district manager, he was a colleague at the time, but called me back and said, "Hey, are you interested in coming back to Seattle or Staples?" And I was like, "Yes, please." So yeah. So it was a really interesting time in my life to really bounce back and really realize how my friends and family and the community helped me find something to get back into the workforce. So
That's nice. So it's in your blood, apparently.
oh yes.
The one thing it's always at the top of our minds is COVID, and how it's impacting us, impacting our businesses, our jobs, our community, our families. What have you learned from COVID? What changes have you had to make? How's it impacting you at Staples?
So I'm sure with everybody, I had a gambit of emotions. We were considered an essential store, so Staples never closed. We were always open for our community that are working from home now, are teaching their kids from home. So they need to have resources, be able to buy supplies and stuff like that. And we just learned as it was happening, right? Like we're all doing. It's like day one, this is what we're going to do. This is what we have to do. So my store in particular, we're doing the social distancing. We're doing the, so many people in the store at a time. We're monitoring that. Face masks required. It's our new normal, and we're adjusting to it. My team is adjusting to it. Cleaning constantly. So didn't realize how much we, should clean more. So
Yeah, my hands are still raw.
I know, yeah.
So if you don't mind, share us a little bit about you. Is there a hobby that you have, an interest? Do you collect things? What's something unique about Nadine?
So I am a huge animal lover.
Hmm.
And I currently have a 14-year-old basset hound. And this is where, I turn into the mom. Hold on. I'm at my office right now. This is my boy. So he is 14. I've always had pets in my life with my family, but as an adult, my first basset hound was the first one I adopted, and he was 9 at the time. And I thought, oh, I'm just going to foster him. So I took him in, gave him a home until he was going to get adopted. My whole family knew that I was going to adopt him. So he became part of my family. I don't have kids, so my dogs are my kids. And he gave me 5 more incredible years. And then this little guy I got, his name's Simon. I got him at 3, and he's 14 now. So my staff gives me a hard time all the time because I'll let pets in my store. My store, I get to say hi to the pets. So
I noticed that a lot in Seattle. That's good.
Well, when I lived downtown Seattle, I knew the dogs' names more than I knew the owners' names. So.
Nice. One thing I've been asking everybody too is, it's easy to get down about the uncertainty of what's going on around us and, what's the future hold, that type of thing. But, what for you do you look forward to and say, I'm hopeful about that or because of that?
I don't give up. I don't think anybody's giving up. And I think we all come together during this time. And it's just, I know we're going to get through it. The one thing that I try not to do at some point is just not listen to the news all the time. I know we have to stay, up to beat on what's happening. And obviously in my environment, our office is communicating with us every day, but it's just to slow down, and I mentioned earlier, I had a gambit of emotions. Initially it was anger, then it was, sadness, and then it was, but just rallying with my family and friends, even if it's on a conference call, and the community. Business owner, I don't know if Brian across the street from Lighthouse Uniform, he'll come over and just say, hey, how you doing? I just want to check up on you. And he brought me to tears, So it was just nice to have that partnership and just know that we're all in this together. My brother said we're all on the same ocean going through this, but we're all on different boats, but it's the same ocean. So we've got to make it work. So just open communication, talking to my team, how are you doing today? We check in with them every day just to make sure that, do you have a temperature? How are you feeling? Were you in contact? And just see how they're feeling and just give them some space if they need it. Hey, you're having a tough, just go sit down in the break room for 10, 15 minutes, So I know we're gonna get through this.
Yeah, that sense of community is so critical in this time.
Yes.
Even if it can't be as face-to-face as in the past, it still can be community.
Right, yeah, totally agree.
Well, if you don't mind, just to kind of wrap up, if you could share with us, exactly where you're located. Are there things about your store that, the average person may not know about Staples and, how they can come say hello to you?
Sure. So we are down on 1541 15th Avenue West, just like you said, down at the bottom of the hill on the bridge, if I get that out right. And we obviously are adapting to change. So we currently have curbside. If you don't feel comfortable coming in, you can call us. We have buy online, pick up, curbside or in store. The one thing is, we never close. So once the shelter and stay was lifted, we had a lot of customers calling us, are you open now? So, but we accommodate any way we can. I know masks are required. If you forget your mask, hey, we've got one here for you. Just we'll do what it takes to make sure that they get what they need. But we have everything. We have print and marketing services. We have tech services. I was wiped out of most of my laptops at the beginning of this because everyone is working from home. So we're able to help our customers even now remotely through a service that if they have any problems with their computers or printers, we can help them as well. So,
well, I can personally vouch. The computer I'm using now, I got at Staples. The printer I printed on earlier today, I got at Staples. We've used some of Nadine's team for printing many times, and they're always true professionals, helping us out with last minute stuff when I forget to do things. So, yeah, thank you for you and your team always being there for us. Um, and thank you for being a part of this. I appreciate you taking this time, and we hope to see you in the near future with a mask on.
sure, my pleasure. Yeah, thank you so much, and thank you. Appreciate all that you do, Jason.
Sure. Take care, Nadine.
You too. Bye-bye.